base even. So a slow start for the Tide, but finally level 2. Meanwhile, bottom, Misery has been hex stunned as well. Crit coming through with the fissure, likely to be the first blood here, bottom, and it's been 2 secret first bloods up until now, but this time it's OG who strike. An important kill on Miracle. Ceratops cooperates, so a whopping pile of gold there now available.
He's got the double Triceratops too, that's the dream.
It sounds kind of painful, potentially. Mid lane, they're making the move. The banish coming through. They should be getting the tether slow here. On to No-Tail. Heal bomb out as well. Moon Horizon tries to turn. He's only level 4. They do manage to stun Weehaw, but he's not quite under tower. And Weehaw might look for a bit more. Hex from Fly. Weehaw chasing forward. They had the Grave available. That was a dangerous moment for OG.
The Terrorblade, as a relocate comes in, and you've got yourself a kill. Which is why he brings a clarity to himself, fixes his problem.
He's the one who's going to get ganked out. Fly comes from the rear. They spring the trap. Crit with a beautiful fissure. Cuts off the retreat. Misery getting pounded by Miracle. The last hit will go the way of the Terrorblade. So another kill for him. Slightly
kind of passive coming out from Secret here. And even this mid-tower push, which is kind of reacting to what's happening bottom. OG in position to defend.
Ravage coming through. Connects on Pilot. I also catch out Envy. OG, a big grab there. No-Tail still stealing damage through this. He's already up to 150 and rising. Envy's going to go down. They're running onto Weehaw. Might get the kill there too. Weehaw survives. Lives to tell the tale. The Grave for Envy. Keeping him in fighting shape. They gust it back. Secret with the huge turnaround. Then the roar committed. Down goes the Tide Hunter. No help in sight for Miracle. He's busy pushing at the bottom lane. And after grabbing the tier 1, he'll march onwards to the tier 2, but lead with the Terrorblade illusion. Maybe trying to bait something out. Pylite dies, scouting out in front of the tower. Probably calling out that there's something a little bit odd going on here, and they are going to make their move. Miracle, the man in front, immediately metamorphs in vision of Secret, is going to slow down Misery. But again, it looks like, well, they might just have to settle for a simpler kill here. Pilot Eye going for the tether out, and Fly says, hell no. Drops the finger, gets the kill, then Crit comes in. Big echo onto 2, but not enough to finish the job just yet. The Ravage as well followed from Moon. What they lacking gold, they're making a 14 fight. OG will end up getting 3 kills here, only losing the Razor, barely surviving on just a trickle of HP is Crit.
Expensive tools to save the Secret cause, be it the tether relocate or the Grave. Having a Blink Dagger on a Lion, he can try and find and isolate heroes like Dazzle, like the IO.
And bottom lane, they have found Misery here. Miracle moving onto him, has no teleport available for 6 seconds with Crit hunting him down. Relocate offline. It's going to be extremely tough for Misery to make it out of this one, but he puts on his Nikes. He's juking away. Crit gets one. He might go down to the Necrobook here. Misery somehow eking a kill out of a horrible situation. Oh, it's still a costly death on the Beastmaster, but he makes it better than nothing. Eyes anyway, so, you know, let's just give him a
watch your eyes, step out your bruise, we'll have a bit of a
benefit
pause.
to production.
And I mean, I've had, this is like what pubs do to grief people, is just sit in the jungle with Ag's Maelstrom and come out with like triple Maelstrom or something.
They're moving in, no Envy with the BKB dodge there on the Echo. This is going to be a hard fight for OG. He goes on to No-Tail, just crushes his way through them. Also lost the lineup, Moon's on the run. Shaker's going to get finished off in one fell swoop. The big team fight that we mentioned, but it goes entirely the way of Secret. 4 down. Well, they got Terrorblade, but they are grouping up here a bit mid, OG. And they are going to smoke, and it's just out of dire vision, it looks like. Don't think anyone got scouted.
They see him.
Envy's in a great position. They blink Hex from the low ground. Surprise on Envy. Echo there as well. They're going to drop the Pleasant Field. Fissures there. Perfect chain stun. OG. Ravage available. And will end up safely escaping, so they get a clean kill, they back off to the base, and they waste some precious Aegis time. But mid lane, Weehaw jumped in, he's unloaded the Hex here onto Fly. Sheepa's Guard comes out, trying to mitigate that damage, but Weehaw far too big. Already 15 stolen in, they tether forward, they're hunting onto Moon, the Boars have isolated him, the Roar comes through as well, Moon gonna immediately cracking it off, but Axis slicing through, and chopping up the watermelon into more bite-sized pieces. They get the kill there as well, so it ends up being an overall 2-for-1. Get harder to deal with for Secret because, you know, at first we opened the game, we had a lot of discussion about how, mid lane, Moon, he's been caught out, this could be disastrous for him. OD ult is available, he's got the Hex ready as well, BKB online too. They blink in though, they look for the counterplay here, they fissure, they ravage, they throw everything out, and then he gets relocated back out by Pylite. OG blows their load, and now needs to run away quick, fast, and in a hurry. They manage to banish one, keeping the Razor locked down. They're gonna finish off Fly. They turn back for No-Tail, running down the Razor. Weehan, heavy pursuit, finishes him off as well. The Tide, meanwhile, top lane, they end up dropping to Misery, just hacking away at him slowly but surely, but Miracle arrives, will finish him off. They have bought back on the line, and they hold their own for now. They have a Metamorphosis, but this is gonna be very tough. The ODM gets dropped, finishing off Fly. The lane's still pushing in, and it's all up to Mr. Miracle without a Ravage to help him out. He slows down Envy, they get the Gush going, but he pops the BKB. He's gonna turn, Mjolnir's there, the debuff, or the buff rather, thrown onto him, and meanwhile, top lane getting caved in. OG could be on their last legs here in the upper bracket. Rax dropping, heroes falling everywhere you look. OG is crumbling, 4 dead. It's gonna be all 6 Rax and only Miracle left alive. The team just a bit too heavy in the end. It will end up being a 2-1 for Secret. Some very unorthodox playing picks here, but they pulled it out down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, the desk, we spent a lot, well, we didn't have much time. The last pick, Terrorblade, we looked at it and we're like, is this really a Terrorblade game? And